Well, hell, look at that shit. I'm being late like other folks nowadays. 2 minutes late. 2 minutes late, but you got to be late every once in a while, I reckon. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I kind of feel like we're in a small house tonight for some reason, but that'll never stop. Never stop us.
Never stop.
I don't know. I just rambling on talking some bullshit now. I'm letting some folks come on in the door first, though, because I need the likes up. I need the viewer count up. And we damn sure need them subscribers up because everything's running at bare minimums nowadays for whatever reason. But I don't know.
Hold on by pubic here, folks.
Yes, it is. You might see a new look to this channel coming up pretty soon because I got other things that seem to be doing a whole lot better. But anyway,
is Mike not talking because he's pissed or what?
He's not. I don't. Mike, say something. Shit, let these people know you're here. Come on now, shit. Mike's over here giving me the silent treatment. It sucks, but he's doing it. But anyway, I know what y'all came here for. Smoothest transition in any damn show game. On top of the longest running vape show in any vape show game. I guess that's how it would go. But here we go, folks. Time to lift the curtain. Here we go. I know folks are probably sitting here thinking, damn, Mike is here? He's going to be sitting here watching it? No Mikey tonight. Mike's doing the fiesta thing right now. He's starting off Cinco de Mayo, I think about a week early, but he does that every year. He goes off the grid, off the map. He normally does a lot of Coronas over like the next 2 weeks, and we never get to see Mike.
I thought he won that contest having dinner with Biden at the White House.
We can go with that story too. We should have collaborated stories before I said anything, so we'll go with that one instead right there. But anyway, happy Tuesday to y'all. I hope everybody out there is having themselves somewhat of a good one going. You got us boys right here. Mark, I mean, I know that I'm going to be put to shame as usual, but Mark, you might as well just start naming off all this shit you're vaping on over here.
Same stuff as, well, that one's got really no juice in it. I gotta do that, so we're not gonna count that. ST will probably be wanting one of these very shortly, so I'll just show it real quick because I know he's gonna want his back eventually. There's the boxer.
Goddamn, how many colors is that thing?
It was gonna be white and black, but it was red and black. It's a long story, but now it's 3 colors.
I see that.
We got that beauty. We got one of these delicious sons of bitches right there. Gotta have the disposable lemon tart.
Yes, sir.
I just woke up from the couch.
The life of a superstar.
There we go. A lot of red going on today.
Yep. A lot of red and a lot of green.
No green.
Not
green?
I'm talking about the price of it.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit. You brought that back out.
Yep. Some of that. And is that it? I think. Yeah, that's it.
All right.
I think it's some new mods. These are kind of old.
I know, man. You've only had them for, what, a couple weeks now? Shit.
They're going to start making fun of me or something.
They will be. Anyway, so tonight, good old trusty tripod on the Boxer compact there. Of course, you always got to rock with some Modi. Got a little lava flow in that joker. And big shout out to Peggy Whitmore over there at eSig Source and our man, Mr. Phil Passardo. These folks sent a big old gift pack of the whole line of the unsalted. Ooh. And can you believe this? So this is the one that Phil loves, the watermelon peach. And ever since I've been hearing this shit of watermelon peach, I was thinking, man, that's probably one of the flavors I would not touch. That's just would not be up my alley. But they sent me this big gift pack, and it had one of these little Anakin. What is it again? The Calypse? Or is that what it is?
It's the same one she sent me.
The Calypse, yeah. So I said, you know what? I'm going to run it in this. And I try it, and I am shocked. I actually like it. Now, it's good in the pod system. It could possibly change a little bit, maybe being a MTL like RTA, but I don't know how it would change. But I'm telling you, this one right here, it's caught my eye. Well, there's Peggy right there. How you doing?
Hey, Peggy.
So, but big shout out to them and Mr. Phil Basardo. But yeah, like I said, I was kind of shocked that I like this right here because that's just not something that I would normally do. And my interest was more in like the dessert line that the newer stuff that they had just put out, which I haven't even dug into yet, but that will be coming. Those are probably going to be, well, we'll talk about that here just shortly.
Wait, so there's not any confusion. E-Cig Source and Vape Cats are the same place, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
I got lost for a second.
So, now you've thrown me off. Oh, I was going to say, everybody, calm down. Marvin Norton has showed up. He wants everybody to stop what they're doing because when the oldest and biggest piece of shit in vaping shows up, he wants your attention. So Marvin, welcome. But yeah, man. And then something else. I went ahead and did it. I'm going to tell you what though. DHL dropped the damn ball.
That's what I want to hear about.
DHL has always been like somebody I could count on, but they kind of dropped the ball on me. Real quick, Omar dropping that freebie, that 23-month. He says, fellas, imagine if there is a mod with a light and a camera. Are you wanting a cell phone with a damn vaping hookup? I think they've had something kind of similar to that.
Yeah, they had a mod with not a camera, but it had a flashlight.
Well, they also had that little attachment for an iPhone. Remember? Long time ago. And you could put an atomizer on top. I think Tia did a video on that thing or some shit.
Yeah, I remember that.
But anyway, so folks, first off, I did it. There we go. I ordered the Air. So I ordered it last Wednesday. I think it was last Wednesday or something like that. I think it was last Wednesday. I had to order it from the UK because my place in the US here, I just don't know when they're getting it. And I got tired of waiting. And I'm like, by the time I order this, I'll easily have it in my hands well before this other place is going to get it because I want to try it. So I got it. It shipped. It said it was supposed to be here today, but it arrived a day earlier and went on the truck. And all day it kept saying it was going to be out for delivery. Well, of course, time got late last night, and I was like, there's no way they're coming this late. And sure enough, I get another email stating, well, there was some delays. We'll get it out to you tomorrow. So it showed up today. So I haven't even had a chance to really do anything with it. So
why do I think you were supposed to get it last week?
No.
No? Okay,
No.
Maybe I'm jumping ahead then.
Well, remember, I just ordered it last Wednesday. So we kind of had the weekend fall in to hold things up, and it was coming from the UK. Still, though, in working days, it got here quick, you know, coming from where it came. But I did something else, something I've never tried yet, and I feel like I've tried maybe a decent amount of people that have some pretty cool coils in the industry. But according to some advice I was given to from Mr. Ginger, He says, man, you need to try James Mucklin Coils. And I know who it is. I've met the guy. He's been at, like, I think one of the events we were at. He was there walking around. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to hit him up. I hit him up, talked to him for a bit, and told him what I was going to be using these on. I said, I want some cool coils made up for my tripod and some for this Air, and, kind of told him what direction I was wanting to go with things. So he got me all set up and everything. We did the exchange of, of what you do when you're doing stuff like that. And it's funny because he sent them to me, but he sent a little note. He sent me a note. He says, oh man, he says, I didn't realize that you were ST. I thought you were just some random dude hit me up, which I wasn't trying to be anything like that. So, but I guess he realized it after he got to messing with it a little bit. But so I got some pretty neat coils that I'm going to be trying this stuff out. We're going to see if these designer coils are going to make the difference in this thing. So
I'm totally with you on that one.
I am curious. I kind of feel that it will. Maybe. Well, I think it will make a difference, but we're damn sure gonna see. So, 60 watt guy says, how much is? It depends on where you're looking at. So, I'll just say this: with the place I got mine at, we're talking about the deluxe version with the extension kit and shipping, and I kind of upgraded my shipping to DHL. I was exactly $230 out the door. And that's not going to be much of a difference from what it would be in the US, and it would have probably taken just as long to get here. I probably would have saved a few dollars, but I'm like, what's the point in it?
Yeah.
So
yeah, because we have no clue when it's going to be in stock.
Exactly, and I'm ready to try this damn thing. I took it out of the box just to look at it real quick.
Does it look just like the tripod or no?
Here, I did take it apart, and I was messing with the little dial at the bottom to be able to take apart the different things. I can see now where people have said some things like you really got to be mindful of what you're doing because you could probably screw up pretty quick. Obviously. So there we go right there.
Yeah, it almost kind of looks like a tripod a little bit.
So
it's pretty nice.
Yep. And being 24 millimeter instead of the 22. So, but it's pretty much
direct lung, right?
This is what, I'll be using it direct. So the kit, the way it comes is almost just like the V2, except there's a different tool in this one to take things out opposed to that big ass thonsion tool you get with the tripod. So
yeah, I'm so happy you got it first, so that way you can tell me if it's worth getting or not.
Yeah, so I got a good coil that I'm gonna be putting in, and I'm gonna do that tomorrow when I get some time after I get off work. And Chris Maddie, thank you for the donation. He says, ST, I got mine for $140 with the extension kit. Bought it from someone who didn't care for it. Well, damn, you got you a good deal then, because I obviously paid more. But I'm not in any of these groups that, well, let me back up. This is just me. Even if I was in groups, one thing I can't do is buy a secondhand atomizer. I could probably sell them all day long, but I'm just not somebody to buy one. It's one of those little weird things with me. Now, maybe if I knew the person that had it, let's say like maybe it was a family member that didn't want it, I might be able to do. But from just a total stranger, I know it can be cleaned up, sterilized, all that shit, but I have that weird thing going on, so I'm happy you got it at that price. I don't know if you're using it or not, but I've kind of heard from multiple people that some like it, some don't. So I'm just going to have to find out for my own, to see whether or not I'm going to like it. I think I will, but
yeah, I thought I heard nothing but good things about it.
Yeah. And
There's always that one.
I'm trying to kind of change. I'm changing my way of how I vape now a little bit too. I'm kind of trying to back off the wattage, and go with a bit higher on coil and trying to find that fine medium there. It's not that I don't care about saving battery life. I'm just looking to kind of tone things down a little bit. Because my days of sitting around, just blowing massive clouds and doing shit like that, it's just not a thing anymore for me. I've kind of into that point of like, I want to enjoy kind of a warm, good vape, and I'm not so much worried about just, blasting clouds and shit out. Ginger says, I don't blame you, ST. You should hear what I did to Mark's coil cotton. Uh-oh.
Don't even get me started, Ginger.
Hold on.
I'll put you on blast right now.
Hold on. I do want to say one thing because I did catch part. Oh, Angel Gomez, what's going on, my brother? What did he say? Damn. What is this? Let me back up real quick since he wrote it. Got him some fancy coils, and Vaping Fagan got some shitty repackaged coils from a piece of shit Mexican. Damn.
He sent me some of his coils.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I haven't tried them yet, so I can't really call them.
Damn it. See, I know I shouldn't have did that because now. Oh, no, I do remember what I was going to say. So I caught part of your show the other night, and I think I caught it right in the perfect spot. Again, I'm not going to sit here and try to have a discussion with you in your chat because you don't look at shit anyway, but
I know.
You had brought up that you finally got a Voltrove to try out, and you thought you might have had one a while back. Do you not realize that's what came with your original Boxer Burrow? The same thing that I got. That was the Voltrove. Yes.
Oh my Jesus. Yeah, Jeremy is the one that told me. He's like, "Didn't you have that RBA before?" And I'm like, "Did I?" He's like, "Yeah, I swear that you had that thing before." And I'm thinking to myself, like, "Holy shit, I did have that before."
That's what Ginger sent to both of us with the Burrow.
That's what I bought that like a week ago. I knew it kind of seemed a little familiar.
Where did your original one go, if you don't mind me asking? Or do you remember now?
I'm trying to. I want to say I think Robert bought everything off of me.
So
technically it kind of did a loop because if I sold that to Robert and he bought me a billet box and I traded this for the billet box, technically this is from Robert and this is what I originally sold him. So
the Voltrove went with it when he bought the stuff, right?
Okay. Yeah, I sold it all as a little kit deal.
I got you. Okay, makes sense now.
But I rebought it and I really enjoy it until I got this one from Ginger.
Now, what was you saying that I'm going to be wanting now after I see it? Oh, you that's what you were holding up. Never mind. All right, look, folks.
Just get one and be done with it.
Hold on. I'm gonna tell you something else I did. I'm not gonna sit here and talk this whole show about this stuff, but I'll tell you how luring this shit is, and I'm not somebody that's into all that stuff. Mark's getting into it. I'm not. But here's how funny shit works. So after the show last Tuesday, when we went off, our man, Mr. Stefan, made a stop by and visited for just a little while. So we're in there talking to him, and he's showing us a few things that he's picked up over the past, because we hadn't seen him in a little while, but he's picked up some new goodies. And he holds up this device. And the device is, what is it, the Astro or something like that?
It was like a $500 or $600.
Ginger knows what it is because Ginger knows the guy that actually makes that shit. I forget what it is. Ginger, if you're still in chat, give me the name on that again because I can't remember. It's the Mission Astro.
Was that it? It was something. Yeah, I think it was something that they only make every now and then.
They make a very few of them and then kind of post them here and there. So anyway, Stefan is holding this device up on the camera, and I'm looking at it going, man, there's something about that that's kind of pulling me. It's cool as hell looking. I'm not sitting here thinking about vaping on it or how good it would vape or how game changing the damn thing could be. I'm just simply looking at it thinking, damn, that looks pretty cool. So he tells me, he said, well, I bought like the last one that Vapor DNA had on their site, and that thing was like 500 and something there. So where I got my Air RTA, I got it at Ohms, which is in the UK. And they got like a little bit of high end stuff on there. It's a nice looking site. I don't think they just have a ton of shit on there, but they do have something. They had this on there. They got the Tripod V2. Just saying if you're out there looking. Anyway, but I had looked. They had one on their site a while back and it showed sold out. The morning I purchased the Air, they just got another one in and put it up on the site. And I'm sitting here looking at it, and I hit Stefan back up, and I said, you son of a bitch. I'm almost ready to pull the trigger on this damn thing. And I said, but I can't do it. And the one that's up on their site, which probably is gone, it was $600 alone just for the device.
Shit. Wow.
By the time you get all the accessories for it, you're easily 900 something bucks on this thing. And I'm sitting here thinking, I love knives. And for 900 bucks, I could at least get me two cool ones or maybe just one badass one. But I was
And
like,
if I
hell
remember
no.
correctly, I think Stefan said something along the lines of it wasn't anything special for $500.
Yes.
It looked cool, but it wasn't anything special.
I, like I said, it does have a cool look to it.
Oh yeah, it does.
But I'm like, even Ginger was saying, man, he was like, dude, you don't do that shit. You gonna throw your money away, which I already knew this. I would easily get all that and I would sit there and it would have me stewing inside that thing was sitting there on my desk and I didn't enjoy using it.
Yeah, that's a big
Rafi
one.
said it's junk.
There you go.
There you go. I have heard through some people that it is way overpriced, and I get it. There's a lot of things that are overpriced, but hey, if people are paying that money, they'll keep selling it at that price.
Mm-hmm.
So,
How
so
did Grim buy for $1,500?
Grim has a
Block guy?
1500 money. Well, no, I believe it. I believe there's devices that cost a hell of a lot more than that. I get it. But this, even though I know they don't do big batches of them, it's still kind of like pushing that boundary there. And I'm not in any group that if I got pissed off after I did it and I want to get my money back, I don't know how quick I could flip something like that or not. I'm not well skilled. The knife world, I'm very aware of what I can do with that. When it comes to like the more expensive vaping devices and being in some of the, because I'm not really in any of these groups. So I don't know how that shit's going, how people are selling them, if there's a big demand, or what, but I don't know.
The one group, I think it's called like the Spot or whatever. They got some really expensive shit on there. Like, holy, it's all used and expensive. I'm like, wow, this shit like we've never heard of before.
I believe it.
Across the world stuff.
It's kind of funny because we've lived in a little isolated world of like cheaper Chinese shit.
Mm-hmm.
And we've always known that there's things that cost a hell of a lot more. But once you, I guess, step into that world, you realize there's a whole lot of shit out there that's up in price that's supposed to be, I guess, maybe worth it. But
Well, because we're so used to vaping like $60 mods and $30 atomizers, and when you see an atomizer for $200-300, you're thinking like, what could possibly be so much better than
yeah,
to make it that worth that much?
exactly. So I think this is this little kit right here. This is my stopping point. I don't need to do anything else. I'm gonna have me a very nice MTL RTA that I've been enjoying since I've had it, been using it every day. And I'm hoping after I put a build on this and start vaping on this, I hope this will be my direct lung setup and I won't be reaching for anything else. But here's the kicker to all this. So, folks, I've said it a few times. I've gotten hung up on this glass donut e-juice. I have been vaping the stew out of this shit. So on my little last order to get some more in, I had one bottle of 6 thrown in there because I've been doing the 3. And I did the 6 strictly because I might have to bump things up a little bit since I'm bumping wattages down and, you know, my shit's about to change a little bit. I don't think that I'm going to be satisfied with a 3 on this Air. I think I'm going to have to be at least a 6 milligram to kind of get that enjoyment out of it. We'll see, but I don't know.
Luckily, when I switched to 6, I've got Angela to vape the rest of the 3 I have sitting around.
Yeah.
If she didn't vape 3, then I'd be stuck with a bunch of 3 milligram juice that, you know.
Well, here's the thing. I still got a few bottles of this 3. I mean, I still got the devices here to... Well, here's the thing, though. I'm not taking this shit with me. Like, so I'm going to be kind of like around the map a little bit. So I still got my work shit I'm going to take, and those obviously will be in the 3, and then, you know, so on, so on. DC said, well, he said, Saint, are you really copying Mark? DC, I've never copied Mark, thank you very much, because I have this in hand and Mark doesn't. Mark's got his own little barrage of shit going on.
He is copying me with 6 milligrams, though.
I don't know about all that.
I did own that.
I can say this. Me and Mark started at the same time looking at all this bullshit. Mark's just taking it to a level that I'm not going with.
I gotta.
Well, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong by me saying that. I enjoy to see some of this shit you're getting, and it's kind of cool to hear feedback from you on how you're enjoying this stuff. But I can tell you, I'm not getting that deep into it like you are. Georgia says, ST, did you see my freebie comment? LOL, if you did, hold on.
I bought a bunch of shit yesterday, and then this morning when I woke up, I bought something big. I'm like, oh my God, why did I buy it?
What did you buy now?
I'm gonna save it until I get it. I can't release it.
Oh, Georgia boy, I'm sorry about that. Big member now for the 3 months. He says, what's up, fellas? Have a great show. Well, thank you very much there. I'm sorry I didn't catch that one. It was probably when I was deep in talk for a minute. Yeah, I'm stopping with this because I've got my thing that I'm throwing money at, and it ain't this. And I don't want to leave from what I'm doing because I've been doing that for a good while, and I have no
And you can't have 2 things to throw money at. That's way
No, I can't throw money at what I've been throwing at and then start to try to throw money. No, I'm not going to do it.
Yep.
So, but I think I like the looks of the thing. I mean, it's kind of like I knew I would anyway. It's just what'll all be about how it vapes, and let's hope that shit. And I still got my GT4 too. I might tinker around. I might pull the coil out of that and throw in one of these little nicer coils onto it, and
you should to see
kind of mess with it some.
That's what my plan is. I'm taking all the coils out. I'm putting all Angel's coils in there and seeing if it's better, worse, or the same. I'm just curious.
So is Angel doing designer coils now?
Yeah. He's been building coils for other
I know he has. I'm just messing with him.
But he doesn't send out his coils to anybody he knows. So
Oh, I see. But yeah, other than that, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's...
Throw money and I'll catch it.
I did get... There was quite a few things that hit yesterday. Well, I don't want to say quite a few. I did have some things hit yesterday. I'll have a review coming again, which that's kind of shocking from time to time, but that should be around towards the end of the week. And I'm still on my trek, y'all. Like I said, I don't know who's watching them. I still see the analytics to everything, and it's showing more people that are not subscribed to the channel are looking at the shorts every day, which is fine. That's cool. But some of them have really been kind of kicking along, but then I had like the past two kind of petered out a little bit. So I'm thinking it's on what I did. And I actually kind of went off topic with one by throwing some shit up with some AirPod shit, a little case I had bought. So I figured I'd give it a shot. But I just posted a short before the show started. So I'm kind of, you
Have you
know,
been doing one every day or no?
I've gotten to where I'm every day at it now.
Okay.
Let me see if this one started doing its thing.
Yeah, there's one good thing about the higher end stuff is that if you don't like it, you could usually sell it and kind of get your money back. Something you really can't do with
Holy
lower
shit.
stuff.
See, this is crazy. So the past two nights, I did the AirPod thing one on, was it Saturday? No, it was Sunday. It's only gotten like close to 600 views, which is nothing. And I was kind of like, it's nothing like what I'd been getting.
Hmm.
So I jumped back on my knife stuff, which I was going to starting last night. And that one only got like 400 views. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's either just the knife or I don't know. I just posted one before the show started. It's rated at 1,500 views. So I'm back into the
What is it that you posted just now?
another knife one. It's the brand of knives because
Oh.
like when I put up a Microtech knife, dude, they just freaking haul ass. So
Now, am I understanding this right with the shorts? When you record a short with your phone and you upload it, you have to go on your computer to tag it, right or wrong?
well, here's what I've been doing.
But there's no tags in it.
I put hashtags in the title,
Oh.
and
You,
then
you know all the tags that are usually in your videos?
they're
They
not
don't.
in these.
Yeah. So you got to go on your computer and you got to do
But I
that.
don't do that. I'm
Oh,
doing
okay.
hashtags in the title. And what's so funny about this is, so posting a short, what I've learned now, I do them at 7 o'clock every evening, my time, because if I do it at any other time, something weird happens and they don't get thrown into the mix like they normally would. It will sit there for about 8 minutes and maybe get like 4 views. And then within about 12 minutes, if it's something that's been good, all of a sudden it'll show like 100 and something. And every time you refresh it, it refreshes by the hundreds.
Hmm.
And then mine will get up maybe like some of them been getting close to like 2,000 and all of a sudden they'll peter off real quick. So
Damn.
it's weird how it works, but I don't know. For a channel
Yeah.
my size, I don't know I don't understand all the logistics to how mine gets seen. Is it because of what numbers I have and what I've been doing? Kind of like with your normal videos. How is my shit being ranked and thrown out there? Because obviously it's being thrown in somebody's face pretty quick for a short time to get the amount of views it gets all of a sudden. But I still don't understand everything with them yet.
Yeah, I wonder how that works. Like for me, I actually hate shorts because I like long videos, watching long videos.
Yeah, but I'm somebody that can get on that little band of looking at shorts, like say on YouTube. And I'm one of those that can sit there and thumb through a lot of them real quick, just kind of
Yep.
like checking shit out. I mean, so I don't know, but there you go. That was the show right there. I hope y'all all enjoyed it.
Thank you.
So what's next on the? Oh, well, you can't say what's coming in next, big boy stuff, right?
Yeah, can't
Well,
say what I bought, but I'm waiting for the air to come in. I'm still determined to
hold
get
on, hold
the
on. You
air.
ordered it?
No, 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 no. I mean, I'm waiting for it to come into stock in the states.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
Um, and I'm still wanting that K Fun, that K Fun 5 square, whatever the hell it's called, the direct lung K Fun. I know it's older, but I still never tried it.
Uh, Kid Bass. So I seen somebody had posted that in a group. I only just looked. I didn't actually open the video because I was a little tied up. I guess somebody, Bogan, maybe did a video or something and said Australia is about to.
Banning all.
They're like at where they're about to shut it down for vaping. You're going to have to go to like a pharmacy or something to be able to get shit.
Whoa, that's crazy.
So I remember a while back he was talking about something that, they're pretty much trying to just shut it all down, make it where it's damn near impossible to do and people aren't even going to worry about it. Oh, Ray posted it.
Is that normal for a thing like Australia to do something like that, or
They did take everybody's guns, man. Why not take the vaping too? Which they did
yeah?
the gun thing a long time ago, but yeah, I can definitely tell you now, Australia is not where I want to go or visit anymore. But
That sucks.
yeah, that's
You
pretty
need a
crazy.
script for a you need a script for a billet box. I wonder if it's going to be like they're just going to have like pod systems or disposables that you can get through the pharmacy, or if it's going to be like you know
Well,
tanks and shit like that. Probably not, but
he made mention a while back, and I guess he's kind of seen it, obviously, since he lives there. But he was saying that there's a lot of these no name disposables that are getting into the country, and people are like, I think he said people are like really selling them at a higher price because it's getting harder and harder to get shit over there, which I could easily see. They're going to start black marketing like disposable bullshit, probably
that's
make a killing
crazy.
off of it too.
Oh, Don has the K fund. How is it, Don? Pretty good.
Mark wants to buy it if you're willing to sell it, Don.
I'll take it off your hands, Don. Thank you.
Well, scratch the word buy. He just wants it.
Yeah.
It
Pharmacy only and all vape shops to close. That's man. That's
that would suck. See again, I guess I'm speculating, but I feel kind of positive what I'm going to say here is that I'm glad that I've been in this long enough to have the supplies I need, and I feel like I know the avenues I would need to go to get the liquid. But again, even that could be tricky because if they put a total ban on shit, if you got caught, like sending shit or doing whatever, I can imagine that would be a little tricky right there.
yeah. I would think if it's banned, like if something goes through customs, it probably ain't gonna get through.
Well, I'm not talking about going through customs. I'm
Oh,
talking
whoa.
about shit here in the States.
Oh, okay, okay. They banning vape but not cigarettes. Well, yeah, of course not.
Yep. So,
They don't want shit to interfere with their cigarette money.
it, and this could very easily happen, but what if it basically turned into where disposables were about the only thing that you could obtain?
I'd quit for sure. Probably. Yeah, I'd probably
Well, you
quit.
wouldn't. You'd still have your stuff,
Well, yeah.
but you think this.
What if it came to the point where you could, like, if you didn't even have your own stuff, or let's say you just couldn't get liquid to use your own stuff or something? Like, I would quit. I wouldn't vape disposables. There's no
But
way.
think about it though. A lot of these people that are still newly getting into this shit, that's what they're buying right off the bat is
Oh yeah.
disposables. Now, I don't know how it is anymore. I don't know that new person that wants to start if they're trying a disposable and then eventually getting on shit that we've already been using kind of in the past or present. Or if you buy something like that and you like it so much, you just don't even worry about trying to get into other shit. I wonder what the percentage is on people that start off with that now and start to progress into other things.
Yeah, I mean, if I just started vaping now, I would probably vape disposables because there's like the the most readily available thing and most popular thing.
But do you think you would have? Well, this is
If I found that there was a community online like there is now or like there was, probably yeah. But then you would find out that it's hard to get shit. So I don't know.
yeah. I don't know either. I've always been kind of curious about things too. So like when I started, I started to see the stuff, so I was curious. I wanted to try it because it looked pretty cool.
And it was so much easier to get shit back then
Well,
too.
yeah, that is the definite. And then, so there's always been doing it for long enough. Obviously, you get to the point where when you see the new shit or certain things, it catches your eye and it's like, oh, yeah, I got to try that damn thing. But
Yeah, I would say if I got into vaping now, I would probably vape disposables, and I probably wouldn't even bother with anything else, just because there's not much out there like it used to be.
yeah,
Like every day there'd be a new video of a new product from people, and you can go to a website because there's a million sites you could buy it. Now it ain't like that.
Neil said I would vape zero nick if I had to. Honestly, I don't think I would.
Yeah, I don't think I would either.
Because I have come to the terms that, or I have come to term that I got to have some Nick. I've sat here and said a few times that I can go for a good period without. I mean, I have to every day at my job. But like when I've gotten sick or something like that, I've been able to put shit down for a week because I just don't feel like doing it. But I have come to the conclusion that I'm still hooked to nicotine and that me vaping something with no nicotine would drive me insane.
Oh yeah.
For me, it's not about that having something in my hand and being able to vape on something. It's because I want my fix of nicotine. So,
Yeah, I vaped liquid with zero nick liquid before, and it's just like I don't feel like what the hell's wrong with this juice. It doesn't even feel right.
yep.
There's a call to action for the state of Louisiana, House Bill 179, to ban flavors except tobacco and menthol.
Georgia says, I will go back to shit. I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Dipping. Oh, fuck that. If I if I if I quit this long, I'd be an idiot to go back.
No, I can say for 100% that there's two things that I'll never do again, and that's dip or smoke.
Mm-hmm.
So I might be miserable for a little while because let's say something happened that I can't vape anymore. I'm gonna have I'm gonna be an unbearable person for a little while, but I'm not resorting to going to a cigarette or grabbing a can of dip. So, what are we talking about driving a fucking boat?
I have no idea what they're.
And Bachelor says, I wonder if Nick must be the one who tied ST up. I have no idea what the hell we're talking about here, but y'all must be having a private conversation.
I have enough nicotine in the freezer to do me for a year, so you're gonna need more than that, Neil. A year goes by pretty quick.
Rifleman says, in Australia, all juice is no nicotine. Nicotine was only available by prescription, the old vape ban. Rifleman, I'm assuming that you're in Australia right now, correct? Kid Bass says, no nicotine, then ST takes out all his knives. That could be. Oh, shit. Look at K-Tech. K-Tech, you ain't got to go anywhere. You know you're sitting up in the living room smoking a pack of cigarettes while you're watching this show on that shitty-ass internet. You know that.
They consider dipping healthier alternative now.
ST, we thought about running juice. Damn. We're going to be running some underground shit.
Imagine how much you can make on juice out there. Whew.
Mark, you could dip it in peanut butter. What?
Are you talking about those camel little whatever those little pouches are you put in your mouth? Those are actually pretty good. I had those right before I quit smoking.
Oh, They got a name for them.
I forget what they're called, and they sold them cold too.
Is it something like snooze,
Snus or snooze or whatever, something like that. Yeah,
snus, or
it was.
something?
I guess it was like chewing tobacco, but in a pouch, so that way it wasn't like a loose tobacco.
Well, now back in the old days, Skull Bandits was the shit. Those were like the original ones in the pouch.
Oh,
I I used to do
snus.
those,
There we
but
go. Yeah, those
well,
were pretty nice. Like right when I quit.
that's what I had started on was Skull Bandits, and then I was introduced to Copenhagen, and I was like, oh shit, I'm in love. So I used to,
Is that the loose shit? You like
yeah,
oh god.
man, I used to dip Copenhagen all the time. I would dip Copenhagen and have a cigarette hanging out of my lip.
Holy Jesus.
Shit, that was
See, back
good.
when I tried it, there wasn't no YouTube to show you how to chew tobacco. So I put it in my mouth and I was literally chewing it.
Well, that was
And I would swallow the spit and my stomach was
Copenhagen
killing me.
wasn't chewing tobacco. Copenhagen was dip. So you put that in between your lip right there. That's what
It
you
was like that kind of moist kind of tobacco.
yeah, but it's not
Yeah.
it's not like Levi Garrett that comes in a pouch that you chew on the side.
Yeah, I did it totally wrong. My brother-in-law uses Zinn's nicotine pouch. I've never heard of those.
Now there was something else, and I did this towards the end of my smoking days. So there was a dude that had Skull had came out with a few new flavors, I guess you could say. They had like a grape, they had a few fruit flavored dips.
Hmm.
And I tried one and fell in love with that shit. And dude, I was doing that for a little while too. And I was like, man, you got to stop. This is way too much shit you're, fucking around with. But oh man.
For me, I liked the nicotine gum. It kept me off cigarettes for quite a while. It just had the only thing that sucks is you can't drink when you got the gum. I
Yeah.
mean, you could if you want. It'd be pretty harsh on your stomach, but the gum for me was pretty good.
Now I know for a fact because Ginger, I see him often here. Ginger used to smoke those real long, little skinny white cigarettes
Oh,
that you could put in a little plastic filter
filter.
holder thing, like
So it
like the
becomes
rich
even
people
longer.
do. Yeah, when they're sitting out there on the patio and they got their butlers and shit serving them, and they're just like waving it around like it's a magic wand.
You ash it with your finger. Somehow I could picture him smoking that.
He might still be doing it, I don't know, but
I'll get Mark some Stoker's Apple. What the fuck is it? I'm assuming that's a brand.
Stoker's Apple. I don't think I've heard of that. Benson and Hedges 100.
No, the longest ones were the Misty 120s. Those were like the longest cigarettes. This long, skinny ones.
Didn't there used to be one that had like little flowers all over the paper for
No,
just a
not that I
normal
remember.
cigarette?
I don't think so.
I could have swore there was.
Because the Misty 120s were like skinnier than a regular cigarette and they were longer. They were like little, small, they were like thin as shit. They were for women, I would assume.
I remember because I started off on Marlboros, but I remember, I smoked them for a good while, but I want to say in the very early 90s, that's when there was a lot of like Procter and Gamble and all these generic brand cigarettes that started coming out. There was one little pack in there that looked cool, and I was like, you know what? There's a good couple of dollars difference in price. And maybe if I like those, I can save some money from buying these high dollar ass, cigarettes I've been on. Tried them, and dude, it was like smoking a piece of paper that had been left out in the rain for about a week and dried up. They were so stale and mildew tasting. I'm like, no way. I'll have to just spend the money.
Well, when cigarettes started getting more expensive, all these brands started coming out with these other cigarettes. They were cheap. Like there was some that were like $1.25 a pack. I remember my cousin used to smoke them, and there was this one I forgot what it was called, but they're almost like mini cigars. They smelled disgusting. They looked disgusting, but they were 20 in a pack. They were cigarettes,
I was fixing to say like some cigarillos or some
something
shit.
like that. And they had a bunch of cigarettes out like that, like this horrible. Like yeah, GPC. That was another disgusting. That and Durrell was nasty, and ugh,
who
all of
who
those
was
ones in there.
who in here was fucking around with every once in a while feeling kind of kinky and busting out some Swisher Sweets?
They never tasted like they smell. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, Winston's a kill you, man. Those were like the damn cowboy killers almost.
Those things were rich as hell. What are they? Those cigarettes called?
Could never understand non-filter cigarette. Man, that used to be the way of the world. Fucking like Camel and Pall Mall and all that shit. Oh, I still remember to this day. I had stole a pack of Camel for my old man, and me and a cousin went out in the field and smoked damn near every one of them sub bitches for whatever reason. And probably a few hours later, I was puking my ass off because all of the damn tobacco and tar and shit that I had
Yep.
swallowed. Oh my God, it was so nasty.
Winston's had like this really rich taste to them. Like you couldn't smoke too much of a Winston because it make you nauseous. My
K-Tech
parents
said,
loved those.
vaping is dead, smoking is the future. It might be. I don't know.
Winchester. No, the ones thinking of, they start with a C, like I don't know, Chan. Not I don't know. I can't remember the name of them. They were disgusting. And I always thought like these generic cigarettes was always like the leftover tobacco leaves that were on the ground from like Marlboro, the ones that got all like, and they just took all those and ground them up and made their generic cigarettes.
I still get curious every once in a while, like, which about the only place, because I never ever, I really only get gas at two places, and that's either like Costco or I stop at like some outdoor place to where I don't have to go up inside of a store or to any counters or any bullshit like that. So I really don't get to see like where cigarettes are being sold. But every once in a while at the gas pumps, you might see like some signs or something out there with the price of cigarettes. I think they still are like about that six to maybe pushing $7 a pack. I think. I guess it's really all depends on what you get, but I
Shit, they're
don't.
they're 14 maybe a pack, I think.
Yeah, so they're still, I guess, holding a little cheaper here, but ugh.
Basics were the sand lugs out the field.
Craig D says I rolled my own smokes. Tailor made's too expensive.
Yep, started doing that near the end of when the prices got so high. I started rolling my own, and then once your friends find out that you roll your own, like, hey, what if I buy the stuff and you roll them for me? Like, no, how about not?
See, I knew somebody that bought all that shit. They bought the big bag of the filters.
Mm-hmm.
You get a big bag of the pre-rolled little things that you would pack the tobacco in. You'd have the little thing you dump your tobacco in, and it was like a rod that would push the tobacco into it.
Yep.
And you could sit there, and it seemed like a lot of work, but I don't
Let
know.
me see if I could find a picture of the one I had. So I went like all out. Like I bought like a few of them to find like the best one.
Ginger being funny out there. Ginger, I'm telling you, I don't live on the estates like you do. Ginger has it all. Ginger's a very humble man. I just want y'all to know that. This man got more money than anybody I know. There's only one guy that's got more, and that's probably Trump. But they're good. They're close friends, so they still, they're rubbing elbows. They got money, so
I don't know where it's at.
what are you looking for? Which
The one machine I had, it wasn't like the popular one that's people always see. It was a different one that like this is the one.
now, where did you order something like that from?
The internet. When the internet,
Because Amazon wasn't around, and I don't think Amazon would sell that, would they?
no, I don't remember. That's not the one I had is kind of like that, but it was a different brand.
Now, how much would a little package like that set you back?
I thought these, if I remembered, like somewhere between 70 and $100. You can get the little single ones for like, 12 bucks, but these were like, you can
Nope.
bump out a pack in no time.
I was fixing to say you can bump out a carton of damn smokes
Yeah.
quick, can't you?
And then I went out and I bought they had like cigarette packs, but they were made of plastic. They had the flip top box. So when you roll your own cigarettes, you put 20 in there, you can close it. It's almost like having a plastic pack of cigarettes.
So let me ask this: when you would smoke those, could you tell a difference between like a store bought and what you
Oh
were
yeah.
making?
Yeah.
Worse or better?
It almost like the ones the store bought ones felt like, I don't know, they obviously had different chemicals in them, but they
Yeah,
had something in them that you liked, but you just couldn't, replicate in the roll your own cigarette.
I got you. So was like when you did your own, was it a bit more harsh on you?
No, they were smoother. The problem is trying to get the perfect amount of tobacco in the cigarette and get it evenly distributed. Because when I would put it in the machine, sometimes there would be too much tobacco in the cigarette. So the cigarette would last like an hour. I mean, not an hour, but it would burn so slow because there's so much tobacco shoved in. Then if you didn't put enough tobacco in, it would get loose and the tobacco would fall out. So you had to be,
Yeah,
practice would make perfect, but you could never nail it exactly like they did, with store bought ones.
gotcha. So how long did that little fiasco last that you were doing your own?
Maybe like a little under a year.
We give a
But I used to
damn.
use I think it was called Kite tobacco. It was menthol in a can.
Mm-hmm.
Then I bought the box of tubes.
Rifleman said if you were careful, you could make better cigarettes.
Yeah, if you want to, it's all about pulling the tobacco out and evenly like distributing it so that way when it packs it in the tube,
Yeah,
there's not like too much on one side. It's got to be even, and then you got to pack the individual cigarette, and then you put it in your little pouch.
I
It was
got
a,
you.
it was a process.
Well, maybe you'll revisit that one day.
Hopefully not.
Uh, but they had some badass electric rolling machine. The bags of tobacco had way less chemicals.
Yeah, they did.
I could imagine now, and I'm just with the way technology's come along, that if people can still, I'm obviously they probably can still get all that stuff. They've probably got some pretty cool machines that take a lot of the guesswork out of trying to determine things, and you probably just throw it in and it handles its business.
Yeah, I can only imagine what they got now. They probably just yeah, like you said, dump the tobacco in,
Got
just dump the tubes in, and automatically makes them for you.
yeah, but
They
I'm
used to have stores out here. They had a few, and I heard somewhere else where they had the big luxurious machines, and you would go in and roll your own cigarettes, and they would charge you for the tobacco in the tubes, and then you would take it to one of their machines, and you'd load it up, and it would make the cigarettes for you.
yeah.
But that didn't last long.
There you go, folks. If you got educated on some rolling shit tonight, if y'all are still sitting there behind the screen and don't want to be known, and you could be smoking watching this show. We don't have a clue, and you might have just got like, you know what? I want to try to save me some money and start rolling my own shit.
Yeah, and
Okay,
then after a while, it wasn't really because the prices were going up a shit, and they were trying to tax it. I don't remember if they actually taxed the loose stuff or not. They probably did eventually.
Dan Carey, you missed so much. We had a lot of important shit going on at the beginning of the show, and now it's kind of like
Yep.
it's faded out. It's always more important to eat din with the family, but you just joined the show almost at the end of the show. How dare you? But I am messing with you.
You should put the television on during dinner and have the whole family watch the show.
I tell you what, they would get educated very quick on a lot of good stuff out there.
We had a total ban. You can extract nicotine and flavor from tobacco and make vaping juice. That would be a lot of work, I would think.
Yeah. I did discover today, kind of a little off topic, that they did a study on all the states and to find out which states are the biggest quitters. And when I seen this title, it was kind of clickbaitish a little bit. So I'm kind of like, well, what does that mean? Biggest quitters? Is it like somebody getting off alcohol, tobacco, or whatever? No, they did a damn survey on all the states to see which states had the largest amount of people just quitting their jobs. And my state ranked up seventh. So we're just about to hit the top of the list of people saying the hell with it, quitting their job. But what's funny is that I think like the top 10 states are all like southern states. So I guess people up north can't afford just to up and quit their job like we can around here. But that was pretty funny to see.
K-Tech, I don't live in Harvey, first of all. If I did, I wouldn't be probably alive right now to be on the internet.
I'm assuming that Harvey is like the hood.
Yeah, it's a bad part of town.
Oh, okay. Do you think maybe that's where K-Tech was living and he finally moved out?
Yeah, I think I think that's where he lived. He's just too embarrassed to tell anyone.
There you go. Oh, also in that little study they did. Now I didn't get to read all of it, but apparently now from the way it used to be, there is a higher percentage of people now that are just smooth walking off the job and not even telling their employer they quit. They just never show back up. So people are kind of getting out of that point of saying, hey, I'm putting in my 2 weeks because I'm going somewhere else. They just say the hell with it, walk out of work and never go back.
Do they not have like houses and bills and shit, or like?
You would think, but here's the thing. I know if you just walk away from a job, at least some jobs, there's still money that's entitled to you that they don't have to give you if you just walked off and left. So I don't know. I don't know all the exacts, but that seemed, I don't know. With everything else going on in this world, I guess it just makes sense. But
It's okay. It's weird because it seems like there's the places that do have people working, they do a shitty ass job. Like we go out to eat. Well, when we used to go out to eat a lot, like a lot of the fast food places and stuff, man, their people are just horrible nowadays.
yeah, I
Really
mean,
horrible. So the ones that do want to work do a shitty job at it.
there's a few things that I've noticed go on in this world since the famous pandemic. And I got to be careful what I say there with that word because I'm sure
Oh yeah.
YouTube is just licking their chops wanting to do something to me. One thing I've definitely noticed, people's driving habits have gone to literal shit. And when I say that, you would sit here and think, yeah, people are driving way too fast and driving like dumbasses. And I'm sure there's still the fair amount of people that are doing that. But now it's like people are driving under the speed limit. And I'm trying to get from point A to point B, and they won't get the hell out the damn way. I just want to do the speed limit or a little bit faster. These folks, and it's gotten worse. I don't know what happened there to cause that. And I've also noticed this, just like you were kind of mentioning too. You can pretty much go to any establishment now, like say a restaurant, a shopping center, and the customer service you get is shitty as hell now. It sucks. There's always been some bad apples and everything, but it's like shit really sucks now with people. Their attitudes, they're horrible.
It's almost like they don't want to work or they don't think they can get fired or something. I don't know what it is. Like, oh, they need me, so they're not going to fire me, so I can act however I want to act.
Yeah, oh man, it's bad out there.
The whole driving thing. What still amazes me, and I say this all the time, is when we're like at a store or something, we're walking out and we see some old guy walking with like a cane, and it takes this guy like 40 minutes to get to the door, but yet he rolls up in like a gigantic Cadillac. He was like 90 years old and still driving. It's amazing.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Like this
Cherokee
dude can't
said,
even walk.
Cherokee said, I stopped at a drive through for an iced tea. They wanted $4. I just drove off. That's
Yep.
the other crazy thing. I mean, everybody knows that prices have gone up on everything, but like, I'll just use McDonald's for something. So once in a blue moon, I always like to run through because I'm still kind of a fan of their sausage and biscuit. But I can get like a sausage biscuit, a hash brown, and an orange juice. What used to cost about maybe what, $3, $4, like a couple years ago, it's like $10 now. It's like I don't get. I get a bit of a price increase, but we've like more than
Oh yeah.
double the price on this shit.
And it's sad because I don't think it'll ever go down
No, it's not.
back to normal.
It'll just keep going up probably. So
Thatcher said, I went to Bojangles my last time tonight. Employees were laying in the booth, sleeping and snoring. And I won't even mention the food. Why does that Bojangles sound familiar?
that's a chicken joint.
Oh, okay. I know we don't have those out here, but
Yeah, you see shit like that, you won't. I mean, I would assume you're not going to go back.
yeah.
I don't
And
get it, man.
eventually, all these places will start closing down.
I don't get it, man. But yeah, all these little fast food places now. I mean, and the sad thing is, they're not making minimum wage anymore. They're paying some of these folks. I've seen wanted signs here in the recent where they're between 15 to 17 bucks. You know, to me, that's
Like, how much
kind
do
of,
you want for fucking putting a burger in a bag that's already pre-cooked?
yeah.
You want
I
like
don't,
$40 an hour or what?
I don't know. I have no idea. Dan says, "Tell me about it, ST. It's the government. Just keep printing money and giving it to foreign." Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh, I don't know anymore, but I guess
I always
we,
tell them, like, if you don't want the job, why are you working here?
yeah,
Especially the ones who are like, like, can I help you? Like, they're so like unhappy. It's like, Jesus Christ, really? Like, go home.
Hippie says, "I only eat at high-end steakhouses like Mark." Yeah, Mark's high-end across the board now. It doesn't matter what he does. So,
That was for Marcus's birthday, and that place was horrible. Holy hell, was it horrible?
so this is what's happened now. He's gotten a taste of this fine vape gear he's got going on over here, and it just kind of trickled into everything else. We're going to the fanciest steakhouses. You
Not for
know,
me.
we're not buying the little stupid bullshit we used to buy anymore. When we're looking at stuff, it's like, no, I don't want the one that costs 300. I want the one with the extras on it that costs 600. So,
I could still live off of McDonald's double cheeseburgers.
I don't think
Kid
I
that
could do
wants like
that.
the special, like, can I go to the Michael Jordan Steakhouse for my birthday? That place was dump. Oh, was it a dump?
Douglas said, "I just got $1 an hour raise today. As a matter of fact, there's just not any good help out there. Everyone either wants 100K a year or they'll take minimum wage and be the most shit worker you've ever had." Very true. Very
Yep.
true. That is true.
Wagyu.
Ray Ray says, "I love my job. I make my own hours. I'm my own boss. I quit my normal job years ago. I gamble and play cards and make more money than I ever did." Damn. Well, you've got an interesting job there, Ray Ray. So,
Yep, I do, DC. I go to a steakhouse and order it well done. Kind of defeats the whole purpose of going to a steakhouse.
dude, you would have been better off to go to like Sam's, because I know they got like a little butcher shop thing there. You could have picked up a few steaks, took them home, and burned them on the grill or wherever you're going to burn them, and you'd have been in hog heaven.
if I cut into my steak and bite into it and it's juicy, I get disgusted. I want it dry. Like I want it to taste like honestly like beef jerky. If it's like a big chunk of beef jerky, I love it.
It just doesn't make any sense, man. Doesn't
I just
make any
can't stand.
sense.
I don't want no juicy meat. It's disgusting. Can't do it.
Oh man. Rifleman says Fagan getting a die codes is what did it. Yep. That started his trickle effect.
Yep. It better end soon because this shit's getting a little pricey.
I mean, have you now put like
No.
the guitars on the back burner and because you're hardcore into the vape shit again?
Pretty much. Yeah, I think this vape thing's got to stop quick because
If
I
you
keep like I'm not gonna vape all like I wanted to have 3 or so like little high end setups and that's it, which is fine. It's what I got now. Now it's like going more and more. Is because of this fucking burrow mod shit.
dude, you got hook, line, and sinker on that one.
I know.
Because every time I've heard you say something, I constantly keep hearing the words that, oh, I just ordered and this is what I'm getting. So, and every time I hear something, I'm like, guarantee you that was at least a bare minimum of $100, if not more, the shit he's
Well,
fucking getting.
I'm done now because the stuff I'm buying is really old shit that was made like years ago. Because
Still
I
got a
don't know
price
what the,
tag on it, though.
oh yeah, but I don't know what the new shit is. So I'm running out of old shit to buy that I like. I got what 2 or 3 more things and I'm done. As far as new stuff, I have no idea what's coming out there. I don't join groups and shit like that. So
You don't need to. You got Scarelli. He's into all that high-end shit, isn't he?
he's into all the billet boxes. Screw, I hate
Oh,
billet
I
box.
thought he was kind of doing a little bit of everything.
No, he does. He's strictly like billet box and like what's the one mod from all the billet box style mods,
Yeah.
which I'm not going that deep into it. Like the RBA that Ginger sent me, I can't believe how good this thing is.
Now, which one did he send? I know he said that he had already put a coil and wicked it for you.
It's a clone that he doesn't use, and he just gave it to me. And this thing vapes better than all my expensive ones that I've bought.
A clone. Ginger, what are you doing sending clone shit now? That doesn't sound like you.
Well, he didn't buy it. He said he got it as a gift from someone.
Oh, you don't know what it is, though? A clone of what?
The ATOM, the Atom, I
Oh,
guess.
okay.
Since he wouldn't be caught dead using a clone, he said, I'll give it to you so that way you can be caught dead using it. Shit, I'll use it. I don't give a shit. But the fact that this thing is better than some of the hundred some odd dollar ones that I bought is pretty crazy.
Georgia says, Fabian, but your reviews are back to the way you used
Oh yeah,
to be. It's
they
great.
are. But the difference now is I have to pay a lot of money for 'em. And the payback isn't even.
There is no payback to them.
Yeah, there isn't. Maybe $5 or $10 off a video.
Yeah. That's so funny is that, not that I'm doing it for this reason at all, but it's just curious to see what happens with them because we were wondering about this before they even started up. So now they have the shorts monetized, and for all the ones I've released, out of, I'm going to say roughly at about 19,000 views I've gotten on like 10 shorts now
Damn.
total.
Wow.
How much you think I made off all them views?
On shorts, probably like $10.
Try about $1.65.
I mean, there's no even point in
There's no point at all in it. You don't make. I mean, again, we're talking about my views. Now, if you're somebody that does shorts that has a large channel and you're getting millions of views, yeah, even though millions of views, I don't think is going to add up to just a whole lot. So
Yeah, I knew when YouTube released that, like, oh, we're gonna monetize shorts. Like, it wasn't anything exciting because you can't
Yeah.
make nothing off a short. There's no way.
it's funny to see that though, but
Oh,
hey, it is what it is.
Is that before or after taxes?
I believe that's probably before. So,
Oh, Lord
YouTube
have
will
mercy.
get its cut of that $1.65. So that means I'm going to maybe get what, 40 something cents off the deal. I don't know. Some stupid shit.
That is crazy.
Most of the clones are 1-to-1 and in some cases better.
Yeah, I would actually buy an authentic version of this, but they don't make it anymore. I can't find it anywhere, so I guess it's okay to vape the clone in this situation.
Neil wants to know when your shed arrives so you can start copying Mr. Todd.
Dude, I was thinking about getting a shed from my backyard, sticking it behind the garage, but obviously not for vape stuff. Just, yeah, don't get me started with that. I already copied Todd with the little build stand I bought from Angel.
So Cherokee was asking, so the new short that I just put up from an hour ago has got 16,000 views on it.
What? 16,000 or 1,600?
Back it up. Excuse me. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. 1,600
I was
views.
going to say,
I wish it was 16,000. But yeah, 1,600 views. So again, now I've kind of done my investigative work here a little bit. I know if I put up anything that's microtech and it's tagged microtech, those are the knives that are going to get the quick ass views. I mean, like super quick views. I've had a couple of other brands that kind of like escalated pretty fast, but that
are
one,
you just are you against doing knife videos?
I don't want to do video. Here's my thing, because somebody even suggested it. Again, what's funny about all this, and I've been having kind of a good time. Even some of the people that follow, was talking to Ed today. There's a few followers asking questions, but it's been more of people that don't know that the vaping shit even exists. They're just looking at a short on my channel. But
But just think about it. If you were a knife channel, I know you already seen this. Picture how your background would look. Look at that.
yeah, I
That
see.
looks awesome as hell.
For some reason, I'm looking behind me and I don't seem to see that same setup. And not to say it wouldn't be cool to have, but I don't know. But somebody was asking me about, why don't you do some like short review videos? Here's my thing. I've done YouTube long enough to know that every single subject out there has a shit ton of reviewers doing something on it. And I just don't feel like getting into that. For me to get into that, that means what I really got to do is create a new channel. I've got to try to build that channel up, and it's just, I don't.
Back to square one.
Yeah. And I know y'all probably have heard me say to me, I've got a damn 9 to 5 that keeps me pretty busy already. I don't feel like what other free time I have investing to try to get another channel going. That's why it's fun to do the shorts, because it kind of keeps things separated on my same channel. So, and that's just kind of what I'm doing with it. But Dan says vaping Fagan. I do all shorts for those Vaptasia disposables. Bet you get 100,000 views. You should, man.
The company wanted a video. I'm like, all right, you want a video? I'll do a video.
But why don't you do a short?
Yeah, I've done shorts in the. I don't think I've done vape shorts though. I've done other shorts, and they do pretty good because people. It's only a minute long video. Like, who's not going to watch it?
Well,
You know?
it can be as long as what you want. You can be 15 seconds if you want.
Yeah. I wonder what my shorts have gotten over to.
Mr. Jack Me Off. What is going on, my good friend? Thank you for that Asian $14.99. He said, "Sup, lads? Late to the show. You are a little bit late there, but we knew you were coming, so we held off a little bit. And I understand you're living in an area now that's not about to be all that vape friendly, so you better, I hope you got your stash ready there, kid."
Yeah, my videos get some good views. Like 8,000, 5,000. I got almost 9,000 on me and Chad Kroger jamming.
You ought to do them, man.
Oh, I know. From time to time I get a little idea and do them, but
But
I like
here's
long videos though. There's so much.
but here's what I've learned about the shorts. It ain't the shorts being monetized, because obviously you ain't gonna do shit off of that. I don't care about that at all. The one thing that I'm enjoying is that they're getting a decent amount of views. it's really from people that like looking at knife shit. It's not like throwing it in the people that are subscribed to me that they can either look at it or not look at it. But two, all those views that you get within a matter of minutes to like an hour, that goes towards total views on your channel, which if you do it every day and you're getting kind of like the same, it's going to start pushing your shit out, obviously, a little bit more, where more people can kind of see it. That's the only thing I'm having fun with.
Yeah.
It ain't anything else to it.
Oh yeah, it makes total sense.
Yeah. Ruben, thank you very much. I know there's still people that are, supportive of the channel, and I appreciate it. I'm gonna keep going with it. I don't plan on doing anything like I wouldn't just kill this channel off and say, you know what? It's only going to be knife shit on this channel now. I wouldn't do that.
Oh yeah, no. I had friends scared to come over to the dark side. Oh, you guys are having a conversation.
Yep. Don't interrupt them. But
All right.
we are going to interrupt y'all now because we have given y'all 23 minutes of OT tonight. And I think we're going to wrap this up right here. So I hope y'all have a good rest of your week. And y'all know, if you want to see something live, just go over to Mark's channel because that little red box that says live will be lit up. It could even be going more. So,
7.
yep, it never stops over there. And see, this is the thing that's going to mess Mark up in the end. Mark keeps going live, and he's going to realize, shit, I'm going to have to keep buying more high-end shit for these people to keep coming over here watching this shit.
Good luck with that.
So I got a feeling Mark's probably going to go broke before it's all said and done, but we'll just have to wait and see. But I don't know. Anyway, we're going to get out of here, folks. We will catch y'all next Tuesday. Hopefully Mike will be back with us next Tuesday. And look, I love Mark.
What is that a picture of? Is that
I'm trying to look, and whatever it is, has got the biggest set of brows on there that I've ever seen. I do have my shit a little blown up where I can actually see it, so
yeah, it's got to be DC, no doubt.
that's a hell of a picture. But anyway, we're out of here, folks. Y'all have a good one. We'll see y'all next Tuesday. Let me do a little. I meant to say smoothest outro, but I forgot to say it. But it's been done already. But y'all did get to see it though. So.